was like him and Frank Ocean and The Weeknd, and they're all kind of just coming up at the time, and it was quite different to that R&B that we'd had of all the like Usher and Chris Brown and Tank and that kind of more traditional R&B. They kind of just started throwing tons of reverb and distortion on stuff and just kind of just doing their own thing, really. So yeah, it was really fun being a part of that because Miguel, he's really good on Pro Tools. Like he'll jump in and add effects and do stuff, and he like records his own vocals. He's great like that. So a lot of the sounds and stuff that are in there, like they really do come from him, and he doesn't really care what tool he's using or if it's right or wrong. If he's breaking a rule, like if he wants to fucking distort a vocal, he'll just pull up some random plugin and distort it and just do it. And if it sounds cool, it is cool. It doesn't matter what the tool is or. The inner purist engineer in me is often looking at these things going, oh, no, we can't do that. Like the light's all weird. And in my head, I'm going, oh, but then you listen to the speakers, you go, actually, it feels really good. So, yeah, they were part of that new kind of generation that just did stuff that felt good and that didn't really conform to anything. But that's where a lot of that sound comes from. And then, like vocally, he did all his vocals on a Shure SM57, just a $99 microphone. And it just sounded like him. And I remember one day for one song, he said, maybe we'll use a different mic on this, like something a bit more open. So I got out a vintage Telefunken 251, which is like a $30,000, like amazing, 1960s microphone. It's just the greatest microphone ever. Yeah. And I set it up, sang into it, and it just sounded like Miguel as well. So it didn't make a difference as well. That's when I realized how much of his personality is really coming through these recordings, and it doesn't really matter how he does it. He just it's him coming through. So that's really where the sound comes from.